Hello and welcome to OF EX-6 guide, walkthrough, and thought process video. So we'll be using this group today with 2 casters, one's a supporter but that deals damage, 2 physical DPS that are range, a tank, a healer, at least 1 vanguard, a guard to have melee block and that deals damage, castle 3 if you have him, and of course Ifrit. So, we'll be using this squad over here. We don't even need all the operatives. We can use these two as flex picks if you would like to, but they are unnecessary. Well then. Basically, this map is really simple if you have Ifrit. You place her right on the top right of this stage, right over here. Let's put down vanguards first to generate some cost. You place her right on the top right over here so that she's facing down and that she can hit these 2 lanes of enemies that are coming. So we're going to want to place a block right over here so that we divert the flow of enemies down through this lane to make them come up through here right into the range of Ifrit. For now, let's just put down Texas for some extra cost. So now we've diverted the pathway of these enemies. And we can also place down a blue poison for some early game DPS. You see these 3? They're going to pass through if I don't have blue poison. Start setting up the block so that we make these enemies go different routes. So this is going to be our main pathway for these small fries and for all these other mobs. So that we can place down Ifrit right over here so that we have that corner down. As for this centerpiece over here, there's going to be 2 sneaky boys that come through. So they're pretty high in defense, around 300 defense, so we're going to want to use magic instead, or arts damage instead. So we're going to place down Angelina and we're going to place down Haze. Now there's also going to be archers that stun you all at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to also, so he's getting enough DP, place down a defender right over here. And that's the basis of it. We're gonna put down some extra DPS. Thankfully Siege has a lot of burst with their skill 2, and she can stack up these stacks that allows her to deal even more damage, even more burst, along with Ifrit. So there's a few things with this composition that you want to watch out for. We're gonna also put down a healer over here. Press Texas one more time. And then, so this is where it varies. If you have Castle 3, then great. You're able to use his trait of not having deploy unit limit to abuse and use as bait. Now, if you don't, you would use your melee DPS, preferably a ranged guard, facing whichever direction you want, right on this spot right over here. But because I already have it, I have Castle, I'm going to place Lapline right over here, and I'm going to place Castle right over here to bait the shots. Now there's a few things happening at the same time, 2 spots for us to look over. One is on the top left, where these guys, these shield bearers and whatnot, are going to loop all the way around here to here, and they're going to get yeeted by Ifrit, which is perfectly fine. Now the thing that you have to watch out for are these ghosts, or wraiths, sneaky boys. When you see 2 of them come out, this is where you want to watch out for this part right over here. You're going to want to use these blocks to block them off and basically stall for time for these 2 casters. Pop skills, by the way, and burst them down. On the right side is basically held down just by Ifrit alone, and you can basically ignore the whole thing the whole time. So we're just going to time it correctly and place the block as it goes right there. That's enough. Now there's a thing that you want to watch out when you place this block. If you hold onto the block for too long, this sneaky boy that comes out just at that time is going to loop all the way around over here, all the way around through the bottom. I'm sorry, you can't see my mouse cursor, forgot to record that. And it's going to come all the way around and go up top, which might prove fatal to you. So we're going to do that. By the way, this strat isn't mine. This is This was found by other Bilibili servers from other Bilibili users from the CN server, so credit goes to them, not me at all. I am just a messenger. So yeah, we see 2 of them. We prepare our boxes. Bottom lane is pretty much fine. Top lane is pretty much fine. We got healers and whatnot. And place down the box. Time the box. Place down the box. Very, very micromanagey-ish, but it is fairly simple compared to other strategies, I believe. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Haze has her skill up. So this is something that we also want to watch out for. My apologies for not mentioning this. If they get too far, we're going to want to place down a block right over here to make them go the other way so that they are forced to go upwards into the range of Ifrit. Thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case right now. Now, do remember, these volcanoes do explode and will break these boxes. So if that happens, you might need to replace the boxes or remove them as you see fit to bait these guys into range. For now, it seems like we're fine. There's again 2 wraiths right over here at the left, so we're going to pop the skill and we're going to try to bait the time of the boxes. So we're going to put down the boxes. I'm going to remove this one because it's blocking the route. There we go. Now all these archers are over here. Thankfully, we can tank these just fine. Oh, see, I just did that wrong. I left the box for too long, and this wraith right over here is now going to the bottom side. I'm going to reroute him for really quick. A lot of wiggle room, thankfully. Now, this isn't the case in challenge mode, as we have a lot less boxes, but with perfect timing, we should be able to get through, right? Oh, apologies for the slow recording. We're fine. Nope, that's not fine. Use boxes as necessary. This is turning out to be a pain. There we go. Haze is back up again, so we're just gonna do that. You see, right side is basically just AFK region. The only thing you have to manage are the Jedis that go through the bottom. From the Jedis that go through the bottom, and the sneaky boys, the wraiths that go through the top. Those 2 are the only 2 types of waves, the only 2 types of enemies that you have to watch out for. Everything is done by Ifrit. And there we go. EX-6.